Browns. I want to talk about the Browns for a little bit.
Okay.
We got a little bit here left in the show.
Yeah.
A couple of Browns players were robbed.
Yeah. I
Greg Newsom and what?
and Perrion Winfrey.
Winfrey.
Yeah.
Winfrey is 6'4", 292 pounds.
Yeah.
Greg Newsom. Well, you and I could probably take Greg Newsom.
Maybe. I don't know.
6 foot, but I'm sure he's in shape, so
Yeah.
he might be able to take us both. But he's not a real big dude. But these guys were robbed. Their jewelry taken. I believe the truck was taken that they had.
Yeah. Newsom's truck got stolen too. Jeez.
But there were 6 masked men that decided to go after these 2 Browns players. Now, at first I was like you were. We were talking about this over the weekend or over the weekend yesterday.
During the week or whenever, yeah.
And you said, well, 2 Browns players. How the hell did this happen? Well, there were 6 of them. And so I don't know how you fend off 6 people. The Browns can't block anybody one-on-one when it comes to and Newsom can't catch a football on the defensive side. So I don't know what you expect them to do when it comes to getting robbed.
Yeah, I guess looking at it reasonably, I get it. You got, you're worth X million dollars a year. As far as I'm concerned, here's my credit card. Here's the PIN number. Go to town.
Yeah, well,
I'm not going to die over any of it.
And on top of that, here's the other thing that I had a problem with when I was reading the article.
Yeah.
One, it makes you realize that Cleveland is not a safe place to be.
No, not at all.
I don't know what the hell you're doing. But also, they came out of a Cleveland nightclub at like 3:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Okay, nothing good happens at 3:30 in the morning, especially in downtown Cleveland.
Do you think that that this was like somebody saw him in the club and was like, hey, there's 2 Browns players in here. Let's get the crew together and take their shit?
No, I'm pretty sure that these are 6 thugs that had no idea who these guys were, but saw probably gaudy jewelry, decided to, follow them out of the club, and they were probably spending a couple of bucks at the club. I'm guessing.
I'm sure they were.
But they see what these guys are wearing and see how they're acting, spending money, whatever. Followed them out to the truck.
Yeah.
This truck. And you beat the hell out of them, rob them, whatever you got to do. Yeah. I don't think they got beaten, right? There's no
report of that. But you know what else there's no report of? How drunk were they?
Yeah, that too.
They might have been hammered. This is why I was thinking maybe this is an insider. Like somebody was in the club and saw them and called their boys and said, hey, easy pickings here. Got 2 drunk Browns players wearing $50,000 worth of rings and chains and shit. Let's take that shit off them.
I mean, you have to. D-Line's new should be off the chain. You got to. I don't care who you are. You shouldn't be going down.
Yeah, 3:30
in the morning and wearing all kind of stuff, and to get robbed. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of jewelry, but I certainly wouldn't wear it downtown.
No. But then again, who expects 2 NFL football players to be robbed? Usually it's a little old lady and her cuck husband or something, not two guys that their career is violence. That's what's surprising to me. 2 guys that they make their career out of hitting people, and those are the guys that got picked to be robbed.
And I think that there was another backup running back, Derek Felton, I believe, or something like that.
Oh, not Derek. What's his name?
I can't remember his first name.
Dietrich, I think. Dietrich.
Whatever. Felton. He got his car taken out of his garage. He was robbed of his car. Apparently, just like the other teams in the NFL, they know they can take advantage of the Browns.
Dietrich Felton.
Dietrich Felton. Sorry, I didn't get the name right, but I think he had his car taken out of his garage. I don't know where he lived, maybe, but yeah, you got to be careful when you go downtown. Shit happened downtown even back in the day when I worked down there. I worked in the flats. I worked at Hooters.
Yeah.
And, we had to close, obviously, late or early in the morning, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember walking to the car, and I remember telling the story. I walked to the car across the parking lot, and I was with one of the Hooters girls, and we were walking to my car, and there was this guy that was following us. He had a toolbox in his hand.
Oh, wow.
And she said something nasty to him because she was drunk and whatever, and so he started chasing after us. We had to run. And then when I got to my car, my window had been smashed in. There were needles sticking out of the seats of my car. There were beer cans all over the front seat of the car. None of that was my stuff, obviously.
Right.
But we had to jump in because this guy was chasing us.
Jesus.
Man, nothing good happens downtown at 3 o'clock in the morning. And they can say whatever they want. The city can say whatever they want about the downtown being safe, but it's a shithole.
No, the city's not safe.
No.
It's the last time I was down there was I went to see Dave Landau at Hilarities. And I think it was December, maybe November. Sometime. It's not that long ago. But it was the first time really in probably decades that I absolutely did not feel safe. I just didn't feel safe going back because we were parked, the parking garage that's right across the street from the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Or not the Hard Rock, the House Blues.
House of
Blues.
Yeah.
We were parked right there. And as we were walking into that, there's like a little corridor that you walk in and then you get in the elevator and go up. You get in there and people followed us in. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, this ain't going to be good. It was me and Kelly, and there was like four young dudes. And I was like, oh my God, this is not good. But it didn't turn into anything, but it could have.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't matter how big you are. You're not big enough to stop a gun.
No.
And you're not big enough to stop 5-6 guys from surrounding you and beating the shit out of you.
That's it. That's it. That's why I know me. That's, that was one of those times I really felt helpless because I carry, I have guns I carry, thank you, Ohio, for making open carry just fine in this state. So I do carry because especially downtown, I'm not going down there without a pistol. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But that was one of those times you can't take the gun obviously into the comedy club. So I had to leave it in the car.
Right.
And, it was like, if I can just get to my car, I'll be safe. Or safer, I guess. I don't know how safe. My gun against theirs, we're both dead.
Yeah. My wife and I went to the casino downtown, and we needed to get some cash to go. And, if you use an ATM at a casino, you might as well just, that's half the money that you're going to spend on service fees alone to use an ATM at a casino. So we decided we're going to use the ATM inside Tower City.
Right.
Because there's a bank inside there.
Right.
And so we went to the bank and went to the ATM. And then as soon as we walked out of the ATM, there were 2 guys that were standing literally outside the bank up against the railing to the mall. And they started following us.
Sure.
And, I was a little bit nervous. I mean, these guys were big dudes. And they literally followed us all the way till we got to the entrance to the casino. And thank God there was a cop that was standing right outside. And they turned around and walked the other way. They obviously weren't going to the casino. They were watching what we were doing. I don't know why they didn't try earlier. Maybe there was too many people around us.
Sure.
But once they saw the cop and once we got through that door of the casino, they turned around and walked the other way. And so you have to have your head on a swivel downtown. And I don't care what, I'd love to have Mayor Bibb on. He'll never come on a show like this.
Come on, no.
But I'd love to ask him why he thinks it's safe downtown.
It's not. And it hasn't been for ages. I mean, honest. Dude, I remember one time I was downtown and I went to get money. It was late. It was probably 2 a.m. or whatever. And there was a Huntington bank that had one of those. It had an ATM, but it was like the two set of doors. There's like a set of doors you walk in, and the ATM was there, and then the other set of doors where if the bank was open, you would go into the bank.
Yeah.
Well, I went into the that room, I guess, where the ATM was, and no sooner did I pull out my card than another guy walked in behind me, and I could just tell he was bad. How just sometimes
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, thankfully, I punched in the wrong numbers on my ATM card, and it took my card.
Oh,
really?
Nice.
Yeah, because if you punch it in the wrong, if you punch it in 3 times wrong, it'll take your card. So it just took my card, and I just turned around and go, God damn it! It fucking took my card, and the guy just didn't do nothing. And they mailed me the card back 2 weeks later, but I knew I was going to get robbed if I pulled any money out. So I just punched in the wrong PIN number. And that was just straight instinct. I mean, the guy could have not been dangerous at all, but something tells me
standing right behind you like that. Yeah.
Something tells me he was.
Yeah, I try not to use. I don't like carrying cash as it is.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm just, so I don't use ATMs unless I really need to use. But I don't care what neighborhood I'm in anymore. I either sit in my car and do it, but I still keep my head up, looking around to make sure nobody's coming up next to me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way. Again, I've told you, I don't go into stores. I don't trust. I mean, how many videos are there of people getting shot up in grocery stores? Grocery stores or Walmarts or whatever. Nope, not me. I want nothing to do with that.
Pretty much all big cities are towards 3 a.m. I agree, but Cleveland ranks 182nd in the country as far as big cities go, which is dead last, by the way. In cities to raise a family. And part of that ranking is because of violence.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they're talking about Westlake. I think they're talking about downtown Cleveland.
Yeah.
And I think, didn't they just announce they're going to be doing some sort of renovations on Mall C or something like that?
Oh, good.
And I don't care what kind of renovations you do downtown. Yeah. Unless you hire more police, unless you get guards all over the place, and people are patrolling, and you move some of the element that is bad out of downtown, then you're not going to have a good downtown.
Yeah, no.
Right? They can put up all the stupid apartment buildings they want to put up. They can put up all the great clubs or restaurants or whatever they think are fine dining downtown. But until you get police and somewhere, something safe, you're going to have a bad downtown. Cleveland 1 and Cleveland 2. That's what Trevor used to call it. Cleveland 1 is downtown. Cleveland 2 is the outskirts and everything else that, is good. But Cleveland 1 sucks.
So true.
And I don't care what parks and crap they put in there. It's going to suck until you get the bad element out.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be overrun.
And I'm not talking about black and white. I'm not talking about race. I'm not talking about it's a bad element. It's people that think they can go down there and rob you and take your car, take your money, take your jewelry, whether you're a Browns player or somebody like us.
Yeah. I mean, you got $1 million guys getting robbed. What are they going to do to us? They're going to rob us, take our car, quick as could be. Probably shoot us. What
the hell am I going to do? They'll probably take my leg.
Yeah. They'll probably shoot us dead, too, because they probably like watching the Browns on Sunday, so they let them live. They probably just kill us.
I guarantee you my leg is worth more than what people carry on them.
Probably is. Yeah, it probably is. I don't know if you should say that out loud.
No, probably not. Situational
It's worth $50.
Yeah. I wish it was worth $50. You should see the bill I just got today.
Oh, no thanks.
Situational awareness is important today. Most people don't practice it. No.
Yeah.
Douchebags are a race of their own. That's what I'm talking about.
Correct.
Sometimes I get into that argument with my kid, and God bless her, but when I start saying, I don't want to get robbed. I'm not going to this neighborhood because I don't want to get robbed. I'm not going downtown because I don't want to get robbed or beaten or this or that. She immediately thinks, Dad, you're a racist. No, I'm not talking about race. I hate to tell people, but assholes come in all different colors, man.
They sure do.
It's not just one color. It's a whole bunch of them.
Well, tell your daughter until she's taken a beating like that, she doesn't really get an opinion. Because once you've had that, and I've had that, I've had the hell beaten out of me before. Once you take a really good beating, you think twice about whatever it was that led you to get that beating. And if that means going into a certain neighborhood, then so be it. And if that means saying certain things, then so be it.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever like really gotten the shit kicked out of you?
Not really, really bad, but like one time I did take a few punches to the face. I was playing football with some friends,
Sure.
and I grabbed this one kid. I didn't know the kid. He just happened to be there playing with us. It was a pickup game that we were playing, and I grabbed the one kid and threw him down on the ground, whatever. His brother came over. His brother happened to be in a gang, I guess, started flashing signs, this, that, the other thing.
Right.
And he's like, I'm going to have to beat the shit out of it before I leave. I was like, what the hell for? And he didn't answer that question, just started beating the shit out of me. And he was a lot bigger dude. And so,
Sure.
but yeah, I mean, it's happened.
Yeah. I mean, once you, like, I always tell
And then you start forming opinions. So.
Well, you do. But I mean, you start. I think I may have told this story on the show, maybe not. I've told it on some show, but I got the living hell beat out of me by the Kent police back in '87 because I punched a cop in the face. You know, I was acting. Me and my friends were acting like idiots. I ain't gonna lie. It was nickel beer night at Filthy McNasty's. And we drank about $10 worth of beer each. I mean, we just got hammered. And I dared a friend of mine to grab a Santa hat that some guy was wearing as the bar was closing.
Yeah.
So he kind of ran up to the front of the club and ran around the corner. Next thing we know, we see him hauling ass at us holding the Santa hat. And he's like, start the car, start. And we're like, what the hell's going on? Of course, the guy, he just punched the guy in the face and took the hat off him.
Right.
And the guy was with his bachelor party.
Oh, boy.
So like 20 guys came. And so we all just got, kind of back to back. And I took a beer bottle that I was drinking, smashed it, and was like, come on, mother, blah, blah, I was like, and I'm swinging a beer bottle, right? Well, nobody's coming at us because I'm swinging a beer bottle and nobody wants to get cut. And we're trying to edge our way to the car. Well, immediately here comes 2 cop cars, like into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Woo, everybody scattered. And at that time, it was like woods behind Filthy's. There was like woods, and then there was like a neighborhood on the other side of the woods. So we all scattered, and I took off through the woods. And I'm running through the woods, and some cop tried to jump out and grab me. And without even thinking, I just hit him, and he went down, and I just kept on running. I just kept on running, and I found me a truck, a pickup truck, and I jumped in the back of the pickup truck and tried to hide out there. But it was winter, so I hid out there for about 30 seconds, and then I was cold, so I was like, I'm going to get out, and I'm going to go find a payphone. I'm going to call my dad, have him come and get me. Well, I got to walking on the street, and immediately I got 3 cop cars all at once around me, pew, 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 around me. And they handcuffed me, threw me over the hood of the car, and just beat the living shit out of me. I mean, bad. They beat me so bad that my eyes were completely swollen shut. And both my eyes were like I couldn't see at all when I had to go to court. And I couldn't straighten my arms because my arms were handcuffed, and they beat this part of my arms. They beat them so bad that I couldn't straighten my arms out. So I ended up going to court the next morning. You know how that works. Like you go to court at 9 a.m. and thankfully my mom was there, and she had the sense to tell the judge that I was leaving in 3 weeks to go to Korea. And the judge let me off with a 2-year 2 years that I wasn't allowed into the city of Kent. And I had to pay a dentist bill for a policeman.
I guess you got off all right.
Yeah, because I was out of the country for 2 years. It didn't matter. Leaving the 2 years was nothing, because I was out of the country for that whole time. And the dental bill was, I don't know, $600 or $800 or something, which my mom paid, and then I just paid her back,
All right, so I teased the story on Facebook today.
Gunner's right.
Real
quick.
Today you'd be a millionaire. Yeah, no shit. Especially
Probably.
now there'd be video of it too.
Yeah, that's true.
I teased the story on Facebook. I don't even know if we should talk about this.
Yeah, let's do
If
it.
there's kids listening, I apologize.
Yeah, this is where you turn off now, kids.
Don't turn off. We need all the hits we can get. But if you miss any episode, don't forget to go to cmstv.net, cmsradio.net, and you can check out all the episodes, thesethwilliamsshow.com, and all kind of different things are going to be happening. So looking forward to all of this.
Yes.
Odyssey, also. Sign up on Odyssey, get the extra content.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, as we go forward, there'll be more content like this on the Odyssey
Yes.
site. Odyssey, Odyssee. And you can
Yep.
sign up. It's exclusive content. And it costs you a few bucks.
Yeah, it's $5 a month.
A month. $5 a month.
And I'd imagine between me and you, you're going to get 15 to 20 pieces of content per month that's exclusive.
You're going to get a lot of exclusive content.
That's right.
And it's going to be fun to check out, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
There'll be videos, there'll be all kind of stuff. So you'll check out Odyssey, $5 a month, simple stuff. This story was in the New York Post. So this was not something that I made up, not something that you made up.
Nope.
And I think that we are doing a benefit to the viewers
I think so.
by talking about this story.
It's information that they need for their health, for health reasons.
It's information for your health.
That's right.
If we did a segment on health, this would be in the segment because we could save your life.
Yeah.
Chris needs to swear. I'll get rid. That's Flat Earth guy.
I do swear a lot, I will say. I definitely have a sailor's mouth.
All right, so again, New York Post, it's not me reporting. This is actual news taken off the internet today. And it was like front page kind of stuff that I saw anyways. There is something that can save your life that I think most people have done.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I would
What do you
say
think the percentages are?
that have done it versus not.
Yeah.
I would say, well, are we talking adult or are we talking all?
Oh, well, let's break it down between categories before I announce what it is. But kids, let's
Up to
hopefully
what
like
age?
16 to 21.
99% have.
Boys or girls?
Boys.
Boys. Girls, less.
But not less, but not as much less as you probably think.
Adults, 21 and over.
100%.
Men.
100%.
100%. You think 100% of men have done it?
Yes.
And women, less?
98%.
Because I claim to know what it is. Yeah, Scott, you're right. Masturbation.
That's right.
Self-pleasure can save your life. A new report has come out by British scientists, I believe it is. But they have studied this. They actually said that it has helped our evolution as a society. Now my dad's calling. What are you doing?
He's like, why are you talking about this?
Why are you talking about this? No, he's not. No, sir. So, yeah, it has helped our evolution. Apparently, it helps with prostate cancer.
That's right.
So if you're a man, I am clear as can be. It helps with prostate cancer. It keeps you clean. It helps keep STDs away because it keeps that area of your body clean and flushed out.
That's right.
It has all kind of different health benefits, and it has helped with our evolution from primates to who we are today. This is according to a new study.
That's right.
Now, I didn't make this study up. It's just out there, and it was in the New York Post today. So I apologize if anybody's upset about it, but I might even end the show a couple minutes early because I think it's probably good to get,
You're going to take a health break.
I have to take a health break. I quit smoking, so there are certain breaks during the day that I guess I need now.
That's right.
And it's only to stay healthy for nothing other than to stay healthy.
That's funny.
Expert panel.
Expert panel.
I want to know who studied it.
Yeah.
I want to know the breakdown of participants they had in this study, and why wasn't I asked to be a part of this study?
Yeah. I want to know if I can claim Pornhub Pro as like a medical expense.
Absolutely, it's got to be tax deductible.
Yes, I think it should be.
I think anything that strip clubs are now tax deductible.
That should be absolutely
Anything
right.
that requires that self pleasure should be tax deductible.
That's right.
I wish I could have participated. Should businesses offer health breaks? Yes.
That's right. They should.
From now on, any job that I get going forward that will be part of my contract.
Yeah. I would like to see a new meaning to the chair massage that a lot of businesses offer every once in a while.
Right.
I would like to see that the options change a little bit for
The
that.
liberals in this country want a safe space.
That's right.
Well, from now on, I want a self-pleasure space.
Yeah.
I want a space for people like me. I think that this is required by law at this point.
I think so. You know who's very healthy? Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson is in the greatest shape of his life.
That guy's got a prostate the size of a pea.
He's good to go, man. I'm excited about this upcoming Brown season. He's one guy that's not going to get robbed because he's too good a shape.
That's right.
The British Scientist is just a wanker. Nice. All right. Coming up Monday, we have Julia Poorman.
Julia Poorman, yeah.
Singer, songwriter. Mm-hmm. I think she'll be entertaining. She'll be fun to talk to.
Absolutely.
And coming up on the 19th, 2 weeks from today,
yes,
we're going to be talking to a mob guy.
Scott Dietschy. Yeah.
Make sure you check out the website, thesethwilliamsshow.com. Get all the episodes, cmstv.net, cmsradio.net. Where can people find you, Chris?
They can find me at chrisaiken.net for Chris Aiken Presents. And, of course, the Classic Metal Show, where if you thought tonight was bad for the swear job, you really would. I'll need what would I need there? A swear...
Oil drum.
A swear drum, yeah. So I say a lot of dirty words there, but yeah, theclassicmetalshow.com for that show as well. So that's where I'll be.
We'll squirt on that. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. I guess this says it all. Great show, Seth and Chris. Go be healthy.
Thank you. We will.
And gonna enjoy the next 30 seconds of my life.
That's right.
Have a great one, and God willing, we'll talk to you on Wednesday or Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
See ya.